Are your legs not quite what they used to be? Do stairs feel a little steeper? Or walks a bit shorter? It can be frustrating, even a little scary. When the simple act of getting around feels harder, you might worry about losing your independence. Or perhaps you've already had a stumble or two that shook your confidence. It feels like just a natural part of getting older, doesn't it? But what if I told you that while aging happens, feeling weak in your legs isn't always inevitable? Sometimes, it's not just about exercise, though that's important too. It's also deeply connected to the building blocks your body has to work with. There are certain nutrients, specific vitamins, that play a surprisingly huge role in keeping your legs strong and steady, even as the years go by. In this video, we're going to look at 6 of these essential vitamins, nature's little helpers, that can make a real difference in how your legs feel and function. You'll learn what they are, why your legs need them, and simple ways to make sure you're getting enough. Stick around, because knowing these 6 secrets might just surprise you with how much strength you can reclaim. Let's dive right into the first one, a nutrient you've likely heard a lot about, especially when it comes to bones. But its role in keeping your legs strong goes far beyond that. I'm talking about vitamin D. Now, you might associate vitamin D primarily with calcium absorption, which is absolutely vital for strong bones. And strong bones are definitely the foundation for strong legs. But vitamin D also plays a direct role in muscle function. Think about it, your legs are built on a framework of bone, powered by muscles. If either is weak, your legs feel weak. Vitamin D receptors are actually found in muscle tissue, and studies have shown that having adequate vitamin D levels can improve muscle strength, power, and function, particularly in older adults. Why is this so important for people over 60? Well, several reasons. As we age, our skin isn't as efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight as it used to be. Plus, many of us spend more time indoors, especially during certain times of the year, or if mobility is already a bit challenging. Dietary sources of vitamin D aren't as common as some other vitamins, so deficiency is widespread in older populations. You might not even realize you're low, but it could be contributing to that feeling of weakness, that unsteadiness on your feet, or even an increased risk of falls. Low vitamin D has been linked to reduced muscle mass and strength, slower walking speed, and impaired balance, all things that directly impact how strong and capable your legs feel. So, how do you make sure you're getting enough of this crucial vitamin? The most natural way is through sunlight exposure, but this needs to be done safely and can be unreliable depending on where you live and the time of year. A few minutes of midday sun exposure on your arms and legs a few times a week can help, but always be mindful of skin protection. The good news is, many common foods are fortified with vitamin D these days. Look for milk, orange juice, cereals, and some yogurts that are labeled as fortified. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are also natural sources, though getting enough just from diet can be tricky for some. For many people over 60, especially if you have limited sun exposure or difficulty absorbing nutrients, a vitamin D supplement might be necessary. It's always best to talk to your doctor about checking your vitamin D levels, as they can recommend the right dosage for you. Getting your levels up can make a noticeable difference in how your muscles feel and respond, helping your legs feel more robust and reliable. Imagine feeling a bit more stable when you stand up, or finding that walk to the mailbox a little less tiring. That's the kind of impact vitamin D can have. Now, vitamin D works very closely with another mineral that's absolutely fundamental to strong bones. You guessed it, calcium. While it's not a vitamin, its relationship with vitamin D is so intertwined and so critical for leg strength. We really need to discuss it alongside the vitamins. Calcium is the main building block of bone. Without enough calcium, your bones can become brittle and weak, a condition called osteoporosis, which makes you much more prone to fractures, particularly in the hips and legs. But calcium isn't just for bones. It's also essential for muscle contraction, every time you move your legs. Calcium is playing a role in telling those muscle fibers to contract. If you're not getting enough calcium, your muscles can't function as efficiently, contributing to feelings of weakness or even cramps. As we age, our bodies don't absorb calcium as well, and women, especially after menopause, are at higher risk of calcium loss from their bones. This double whammy makes it even more important to pay attention to your calcium intake, and this is where vitamin D comes back in. You can consume all the calcium in the world, but without enough vitamin D, your body struggles to absorb it properly from your gut and deposit it into your bones. They are a power couple for leg strength and stability. Getting enough calcium through your diet is often more achievable than vitamin D. Dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are excellent, readily absorbed sources. If you're lactose intolerant or prefer not to consume dairy, there are plenty of other options. Dark leafy greens like kale, broccoli, and spinach contain calcium. Though it's not always absorbed as easily as from dairy, fortified plant-based milks, juices, and cereals are also great options. And don't forget canned fish with bones. Like sardines and salmon, the soft bones are edible and packed with calcium, just like with vitamin D. If you're finding it difficult to get enough calcium through diet, or if your doctor recommends it, a calcium supplement might be an option. However, it's generally better to get calcium from food sources whenever possible, as your body tends to absorb and utilize it better. Again, discussing this with your doctor is key, as too much calcium from supplements can sometimes have other health considerations. Ensuring you have adequate levels of both vitamin D and calcium lays a crucial foundation for keeping those legs strong and resilient, ready to carry you through your day with more confidence and less worry. Building this strong base is the first big step towards feeling more capable. Let's keep going and explore what else your legs need. Moving on to our next vital helper, one that's absolutely essential for keeping the nerves that control your leg muscles healthy and communicating properly. I'm talking about vitamin B12. You might have heard of B12 in relation to energy levels or memory, but its role in nerve function is critical for how your legs feel and work. Your brain sends signals down through your nerves to tell your leg muscles when and how to move. If those nerves aren't healthy, those signals can get scrambled, slowed down, or not get through at all. This can lead to numbness, tingling, muscle weakness, difficulty with coordination, and balance problems, all things that make your legs feel unreliable and increase your risk of falling. The challenge with B12 is that as we age, our bodies produce less stomach acid and a protein called intrinsic factor, both of which are needed to absorb B12 from food. This is why B12 deficiency is very common in older adults, even if they're eating foods that contain it. Medications like those for heartburn or diabetes can also interfere with B12 absorption. So, where do you find B12? It's primarily found in animal products like meat, fish, poultry, eggs, and dairy. For vegetarians and vegans, getting enough B12 from diet alone is extremely difficult, and supplementation is usually necessary. Many fortified foods, like cereals, nutritional yeasts, and some plant-based milks, also contain B12 and can be good options. If you suspect you might be low on B12, or if you're in a high-risk group like being over 60 taking certain medications, or following a plant-based diet, it's wise to talk to your doctor. A simple blood test can check your levels. If you are deficient, your doctor might recommend high-dose oral supplements, a B12 injection, or nasal spray, depending on the severity and cause of the deficiency. Addressing a B12 deficiency can sometimes lead to a significant improvement in nerve symptoms and muscle coordination, helping your legs feel steadier and more responsive. It's truly remarkable the difference this one vitamin can make in nerve health, which in turn impacts muscle control and overall stability in your legs. Next up is a mineral that works hand in hand with calcium and vitamin D for both bone and muscle health: magnesium. While not a vitamin, like calcium, it's so integral to the function of your musculoskeletal system and often discussed alongside vitamins. That it deserves its place here as a key player for leg strength. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, many of which are crucial for muscle and nerve function. It helps your muscles contract and relax properly. Think about those frustrating leg cramps. Sometimes, a lack of magnesium can contribute to them. It also plays a role in energy production within your cells, including your muscle cells, giving your legs the fuel they need to move. Furthermore, magnesium is important for bone health, helping to regulate calcium and vitamin D levels. Magnesium deficiency can manifest as muscle weakness, fatigue, tremors, or cramps. It can also contribute to a general feeling of low energy that makes using your legs feel like more of an effort. Getting enough magnesium is important for maintaining muscle mass and strength as you age. Good sources of magnesium are relatively common. Load up on leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds like almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, legumes, beans, and lentils, whole grains, oats, brown rice, whole wheat bread, and even dark chocolate in moderation. Of course, incorporating a variety of these foods into your daily diet can help you meet your magnesium needs. However, certain health conditions, medications, or poor dietary habits can sometimes lead to lower magnesium levels. If you're concerned about your magnesium intake, or experiencing symptoms like frequent leg cramps or muscle weakness, talk to your doctor. They might recommend testing your levels or suggest a supplement. But remember, food sources are always the preferred way to get your nutrients when possible. Focusing on a balanced diet rich in these magnesium-containing foods is a fantastic step towards supporting your leg muscles and overall vitality. Now, let's consider potassium. Like calcium and magnesium, potassium is a mineral, but it's absolutely vital for muscle function and nerve signals, making it crucial for strong, healthy legs. Potassium helps maintain the electrical balance in your cells, including nerve and muscle cells. This balance is what allows nerves to send signals and muscles to contract smoothly. It also plays a role in fluid balance in your body, which is important for muscle health and preventing cramps. When potassium levels are too low, you can experience muscle weakness, fatigue, and cramping. Severe deficiency can even affect heart muscle function. But even mild deficiency can impact how your leg muscles feel and perform. Ensuring you have enough potassium helps your muscles work efficiently, supports good nerve communication, and contributes to overall strength and endurance in your legs. Fortunately, potassium is abundant in many delicious and common foods. Bananas are probably the most famous source, but they're far from the only one. Sweet potatoes and regular potatoes with the skin on, spinach, beans and lentils, yogurt, and even tomatoes are excellent sources. Eating a varied diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and legumes is the best way to ensure you're getting plenty of potassium. Unlike some other nutrients, getting too much potassium from food is generally not a concern for healthy kidneys. However, certain health conditions or medications can affect potassium levels. So if you have kidney issues or are on specific prescriptions, it's important to talk to your doctor before making significant dietary changes or considering potassium supplements. For most people, simply focusing on including more potassium-rich foods in their meals is a powerful way to support leg muscle function and keep things running smoothly. Adding a sweet potato to your dinner, snacking on a banana, or tossing spinach into your salad are all easy ways to boost your intake. Finally, let's talk about vitamin K. You might know vitamin K for its role in blood clotting, which is vital, but it also plays a surprisingly important role in bone health, making it relevant for strong legs. Vitamin K helps your body use calcium effectively to build strong bones. It's necessary for the activation of proteins that are involved in incorporating calcium into bone tissue. Without enough vitamin K, calcium might not be deposited properly into your bones, leading to weaker bones over time. Even if you're getting enough calcium and vitamin D, Strong bones provide the necessary support structure for your leg muscles to function properly, reducing the risk of fractures that can severely impact mobility and leg strength. There are different forms of vitamin K, but the most common one, vitamin K1, is found in leafy green vegetables. Think kale, spinach, collard greens, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. Vitamin K2 is found in some fermented foods and animal products, and it might have a more direct role in getting calcium to your bones rather than soft tissues. Your body can also produce some vitamin K2 from K1, and bacteria in your gut can produce K2 as well. Ensuring adequate vitamin K intake, especially through leafy greens, supports bone mineralization and strength, which is crucial for maintaining the structural integrity of your legs as you age. If you take blood-thinning medication like warfarin, it's very important to keep your vitamin K intake consistent, as sudden changes can affect how your medication works. Always discuss any dietary changes or supplement plans with your doctor, especially if you are on medication. For most people, simply aiming to include a serving or two of leafy greens each day is a fantastic way to support their bone health and, by extension, the strength of their legs. Add spinach to your morning smoothie, have a side of broccoli with dinner, or make a salad with kale. Small changes that add up. So, we've covered 6 key nutrients: vitamin D, calcium, vitamin B12, magnesium, potassium, and vitamin K that are absolutely vital for keeping your legs feeling strong, steady, and reliable. Even as the years pass, think of them as the essential fuel and building materials your legs need to function at their best. It's not just about pumping iron or going for long walks, though those are wonderful too. It's also about nourishing your body from the inside out with these crucial elements. It can feel overwhelming to think about all these different vitamins and minerals, but the truly surprising thing is how often deficiencies in one or more of these are contributing to that feeling of weakness or instability in our legs as we get older, and how much difference addressing those deficiencies can make. It's not just getting old. It's often a lack of the right support for your body's incredible machinery. The good news is, you don't need to track every single milligram of every nutrient. Simply focusing on eating a varied, balanced diet rich in the types of foods we've talked about, plenty of colorful vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and dairy or fortified alternatives is a huge step in the right direction. And remember, your doctor is your partner in this journey. If you're feeling persistent weakness, experiencing cramps, having balance issues, or are concerned about your diet, don't hesitate to talk to them. They can help identify if a deficiency is playing a role and recommend testing or appropriate supplements if needed. Sometimes, just a simple adjustment, like a vitamin D supplement or focusing on getting more magnesium-rich foods, can lead to a noticeable improvement in how your legs feel and function. Reclaiming strength and confidence in your legs isn't about turning back the clock. It's about giving your body the support it needs to thrive at any age. Small changes really can make a big difference in your health and happiness. Imagine feeling more confident walking around your home, more able to enjoy time outdoors, and less worried about trips or falls. That sense of capability is priceless. I hope this has been helpful and maybe even a little bit surprising. I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed a difference in your leg strength as you've gotten older? Are there certain foods or habits that you found helpful? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else in our community. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other people who are looking for this information find it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips and ideas on how to live your best life at every age. Thank you so much for watching. Keep moving, keep nourishing your body, and live your best life at every age.